What up, YouTube? Back in the motherfucking house. Just doing a little work, you know what I'm saying? Should have been raining all damn day. It's wet, everything wet. But I believe it's done for the day. So that being said, I'm out here. I'm out here. Um, First thing first, about to give this boy a quick little tune up or whatever you want to call it. Got new hoses, you know. I don't run my car. Well, I do run it. I start it up, you know, a couple times, in the winter and whatever. But, the hoses get pretty dry rotted and shit. So every summer, I put some new oil in it, new hoses, new spark plugs, and new filter, new oil. Castro is mostly what I run for the majority, and everything. Part synthetic. I was gonna go with synthetic, man, but I figure I had to keep using synthetic. So, this is a little cheaper, so fuck it. But went and got these damn sockets. Couldn't find my 10mm, so I'm about to take this front bumper off and do a tune-up. So I'm doing like two things at once, man. So I had to go get another one of these because, of course, I couldn't find mine. But I'm gonna be able to find it in the house. So I'm gonna take this bumper off. So I'm jumping back and forth. I done sprayed it with penetrating oil, good old liquid ranch. So I done sprayed it on my boat. So I was getting everything together. So I figured I'd shoot a quick video. I went ahead and took this off. As you can see how shiny it is and just how hard, you know what I'm saying? Like stiff. This motherfucker is stiff. So, and if you can notice, bring it over here to the new one, same hose. See how kind of dull looking, man, this one is, and nice and flexible. Motherfucker stiff. And these right here, this end, man, it's damn near, falling the fuck apart. Cut. But that's because we do cheap shit like this, fellas. And, we're gonna have to stop using these things because it ain't meant for radiator hoses. But we be having a ton of them, so we throw them on there. It's convenient. They easy. You undo it with a screwdriver, and they hold good, but they don't supposed to be used on radiator hoses because of the heat and all that good shit. So this start to happen, and over time, if I drove my car probably more than I did throughout the last summer, and if I drove it throughout the winter and shit like that, like how some guys do, that hose would have been through. You know what I'm saying? And I believe I changed these hoses last year. I do this every summer, so that hose probably would have been through. So that's to tell y'all, fellas, it's radiator Pacific radiator clamps, man. I know y'all probably know we be cheap anyway, but stop using these. Well, for radiator hoses, you can use it for anything else, vacuum lines and shit like that. It's pretty good, but radiator hoses expand and go back down and pump up and hot and cold so much, man. That shit these just wear them out. So I unclipped the hose. Got a new thermostat housing I'm throwing on here. So you can see the old one. The old one got this brown shit in there. But as you can see, the antifreeze is green as that. You can see this little pocket right here. Antifreeze is green, super green. Keep my antifreeze and everything looking pretty right. So, I already took this bottom hose off. There you go. Trying all this gunky shit. Been sitting in there all winter, baby. So, damn, missed the bucket or something, but y'all get the point. Damn, had to get up under there to change this oil. I sure want the antifreeze to be everywhere. Screw it. I took this one off back here. I'm gonna snatch that off, man. Change these hoses. Fill this thing up with new fluid. I was gonna get a new cap, but I bought this cap last year. Well, last summer actually, when I changed this radiator. This radiator new. This cap is still good. Got a new thermostat and everything I'm putting in here, man. This was a new water pump last winter water pump. I mean, not winter, but last summer water pump. So with that being said, I'm gonna take out this thermostat house and take this oil out. Change this oil. Oil actually look damn good. See, the oil is still shit. Focus. As you can see, the oil look good. Down there can see, I mean, well, you can see through it. So I always keep good oil. But you know, when I get bored, I usually change it. So that's why my oil always looks so good. But change the oil. Then hopefully tomorrow I can give you boys a startup video. I'm gonna put some fresh gas in them. I only runs 93. I mean, this is stock motor and everything, but I just like 93, man. It just seems like when I put 93 in, I can feel it running better. So I run 93 in all my cars. So let me get to work on this. Then hopefully I'll give you boys an update. See inside the radiator. It's a brand new radiator, fella. I never really seen up in a radiator like that before. It's actually pretty damn slick. So that's a new radiator. Last summer I put that on in August. I had an overheating problem. Swapped out my radiator. Been gone ever since. I put that new radiator in, a new water pump, ran me some new hoses and shit, and I put that what's the name of this thing? To tell the temperature gauge, ran it to the car, to the side of the head. But alright, YouTube, let me stop babbling.